let's get right into the podcast.
Oh yeah. I'm here with my good friend, the O4 Project. And
Hello, boy.
today,
How's it going?
and today, we're talking about the one, the only, the legend, the meme, the gnome, the rat, DJ.
I can't believe I just found that on the internet. That's
Oh
the
my
first thing that
god.
came up on my YouTube page.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
hell.
Well, you got that in the background. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about him today. But before we begin,
Yeah.
check out the O4 Project's channel in the description below. We don't have any sponsors yet, so yeah. Alright, but how was your day?
Oh, well, I woke up about, no, 20, 30 minutes ago. I messaged you saying, sorry, can I get another hour? And yeah, I'm just waking up, playing some COD. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, that's what's playing in the background for you guys. If you guys didn't know, I did play Black Ops 3. Oh my god, what the fuck? But what we're going to be talking about today is, again, for the fourth time, Keemstar. Love him or hate him, he is a very good father. He set his daughter up for life. He has a fucking Corvette. Like, you can't go wrong with a guy with a Corvette.
Oh, I don't know. There's some sus characters out there. Oh,
There's-
jeez, that's the camper from Keemstar. I know.
What do you mean? Oh, that's cool.
What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean by, like, he's a sus, like, type person? Like, what?
Well, yeah. Well, what? Do you know what gender his kid is?
I, I guess I shouldn't assume genders. Um,
Exactly. But if he ever has a female child and turns, 16 or whatever the underage limits there, fuck. Watch out. You might get a strip for him on like a fucking, some live stream. Oh, some people know that one.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I mean, he's not like. How's he to know that a fan would actually do that? Like, he tries to give people
Wait,
like
do you
morals.
support him?
Yes, I do.
Holy shit, this should be interesting.
He's meme. He's meme-fied. He's okay. You gotta admit though, he is a great father. You know, for setting his daughter up for life. Like, I don't know what his like personal.
Don't assume gender.
I don't know what like his offspring. There you go. Okay.
What if he's like really bad father though? Like he's just got lots of money.
Well, you got a fair point there. I mean, his beard says a lot about him. But anyway, he has a fucking, I think he has sponsorship with Gamma Labs, G Fuel. I mean, I have some G Fuel. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't use his code. I bought it straight up from eBay. Hell yeah, cousin. Apparently
That's such a faith.
Apparently he was born on March 8th, 1983. So he's start.
Oh,
So he's
like,
so he's
that's
34.
way too close to his birthday.
So he's 34. And apparently he was born in Buffalo, New York. I mean,
Okay.
being
So I know where the cancer begins.
he launched Drama Alert on June 15th, 2014. The channel has been taken down multiple times by like different, yeah.
Yeah. I know that one. Okay, a few people, isn't it?
Apparently he's a Pisces with the like the age, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, no, he is. He's Pisces.
But you gotta admit,
Feels right.
accumulating more than 300,000 subscribers in the first 10 months of going like up. That's amazing.
But didn't he get help from someone?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
No. Well, it's because his titles tend to have, like, you know, big YouTubers' names in them.
Yeah, he did like he got taken down because of like something with like sponsorships, like selling sponsorships. You can't do that on YouTube. Um,
Yeah?
yeah,
Didn't know that one.
he had association with like Leafius here and Great Andre. You know, apparently like
Ooh.
they talked. It's like what they did was they fucking like talked shit about him behind his back. It's just like
So, yeah, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. I was
Well,
just gonna.
so you're for Keem,
Yeah, I'm for Keem.
and I'm against Keem.
You are.
So, what, you think he's a good guy, or?
Well, I'm not saying he's a good person, but he is a good father.
So your points from him being okay is because he's a good father.
Yeah. Gotta get money
But
somewhere.
as a YouTuber.
While he reports the news. I mean, he's funny. Like,
Yeah, but he's so biased when he does it.
well,
Like, he says he's, like, his
so is
Twitter page is
Scarce.
his bias page.
So is Scarce.
Yeah, but that's... Scarce is also a meme that no one really likes.
Scarce used to be like a COD YouTuber. I don't know what happened with that. Like, he just started copying Keemstar and it just started becoming his thing.
Well, you know, YouTube drama has died down a lot since, PewDiePie's threat to leave YouTube, or whatever it was.
Yeah. I would say that, yeah.
So it hasn't been as much lately.
You
It
know,
feels like this is like a Keeping Up with the Kardashians site now.
you know what his like first video was? Like he was like playing by like one of his friends recorded him on January 21st, 2009. He was playing Halo 3 multiplayer match and he was like trolling people. But he also was like a host or like a person that was featured on Battle Cam. It's when you have like arguments against each other. Yeah. We both have cancer.
Got cancer.
Yeah. But you know what they say about cancer? You need to go for some
Once you get it, you'll die.
chemotherapy. That's an
Oh.
old joke that I saw like on yeah. It's terrible. I'm not gonna lie though. Okay, tell me why you hate him. Let's start getting into it.
Okay. So let's get an example of him being, you know, shit with other YouTubers. So like for example, Pyro.
Pyro.
Pyro, all he did was, you know, say shit like, you know, he's actually a good guy. You know, he's not too bad. Maybe if he put a disclaimer at the beginning of his videos, he's fine. He said that about Keem. And then Keem instantly, you know, fucking went off the Pyro. And then, you know, you remember the whole Pyro incident where it was just him giving shit to Pyro for like months. And that's all Pyro did, was just say, you should chuck a disclaimer at the beginning of your video.
Okay, I can't condone every action he does. There may be more to the story. Like, are you sure Pyro just?
Yeah, that's all he said. That's all he said on YouTube and his DMs, which he posted. That's all that was written on him. And like, he's done that to other YouTubers as well, like McJuggernuggets and shit like that.
Okay. Okay, you're right on that. Okay, Keemstar kind of went a little bit overboard. He's I mean sometimes he's driven by ego. Not all the time, but sometimes. Basically.
A lot.
Well, yeah.
that's like his channel. Like he says it's, you know, not meant to be like that. That's meant to be his Twitter page, but his channel's like that more than his Twitter is.
Not only, right? Not only is he like he has a podcast of him, like he has a podcast himself. Have you ever tuned into it?
Is it a live stream that he does on his channel?
No, no. Just podcast is like.
Oh, podcast is. I just thought all he did was put a live stream on his channel once in a while. And just him
No,
talking.
it's on iTunes. It's called Baited. He used to be with a guy called Tommy NC. I don't know, like his like I don't know,
Yeah.
or Tenfold Tommy. I'm ready to call him that because it's a meme. But he also had a yeah he had a fallout with him and the other member, which was Colossal's Crazy. That just saying like, let's see, Tommy and Clown is what Keemstar calls Colossal. Like they made a pact, right? That if Tommy gets kicked off the show, that Colossal will follow. So they broke up, like the group broke up, and they formed their own podcast called Catch 33, where they found some other guy called Dead on Dave, and I think they only had 4 episodes maybe to their podcast at most, I think, so far. Maybe a 5, I don't know. But Keemstar found new people, which is anything for views, is which I keep comparing you to, and fuck, what's his name? Andy Milanakis. Andy Milanakis. Yeah, I was trying to think of his name. It's been a while since I watched the podcast, but has Keemstar done anything like to make you respect him?
I mean, like there must be like there is like 1 or 2 things. Like say for the what's it called, Leafy and you know, bestiality chick. I'm pretty sure everyone remembers that one.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big on his channel. Yeah, he did bring him into an interview to talk, which I think, yeah, that's fair enough. That makes sense. Like other than that, I just don't see him. You know, I don't really respect the channel he's made because he's used it to distribute his own thoughts instead of you know, the actual, you know, YouTube news. Like, I haven't know anything about what's happening with YouTube. Just heard stuff about how, you know, he thinks that PewDiePie is a dumbass or, you know, some random shit.
He used to be not like that.
Just...
He used at the beginning because his channel because he wasn't legally allowed to be the host of his own YouTube channel for a while because of YouTube's terms of service. So he had to like get a third party to host it. Therefore, he can't put his own opinion on it. Like he couldn't put his own opinion at the beginning. But now, yeah, he kind of inputs his opinion. But see, the people wanted to hear his opinion instead of being unbiased because people, I don't know, it's just his fan base wanted to hear his opinion.
Well, see, it's like, but with his fan base, it's not the entire fan base. A lot of them still, you know, just want, you know, just news because it's the thing they're into.
Yeah.
But it's like now they are using Scarce more for news, which is a worry for him.
Yeah, true.
That's like some of the people who wanted, you know, just drama from Keem instead of just news, like they've moved away from Scarce and went to Keem because that's what they wanted, was more drama.
Yeah. But people like drama. They like feeding off of it. And that's why his channel has grown. Because it just feeds off drama.
It's usually like if the YouTuber who is in the drama themselves make a video.
Continue.
And yeah, that's the sort of stuff that tends to be chucked on YouTube is, you know, drama, because feeding off drama is something as humans we like to do. It's something as society, it was a big thing, especially during, like, say, the stolen generations here in Australia. It was, yeah, it's sort of like we like to show our power, and YouTubers, use their platforms the same way. Like, oh, I'm more powerful than you, and they put it on on their channel, and that's sort of like where like the burns and crap like that start coming in, because it's sort of like our own human qualities are starting to sort of break through into YouTube itself, and I feel like it's been it's sort of starting to generate different like tones to what YouTube used to be. It used to be a lot more, if there was news, there'd just literally be news. It wouldn't be like drama. It'd be like, say, this YouTuber has to leave because of his parents dying or some shit like that. Where now it's more like, oh my god, Big Juggernuggets said how his dad's gay, and now that's like the biggest thing for that week.
I agree
That's
with
why
you.
it's not as good anymore.
I agree with you on that. See, some people ridicule King for making news videos on, like, okay, you know how there's like gaming news and stuff, like the gaming community, the commentary community, they make videos on that, but occasionally he'll dip into like actual like serious stuff, like someone getting cancer, like just stuff like that. Like if someone died, like do you think a channel like Keemstar should be putting that stuff up or no?
Say that again.
Like, do you think Keemstar, a channel that's based on gaming drama and like just the community channels and stuff, should be talking about like real life phenomenons like people dying of cancer and
Well, if it's like, if it's a YouTuber, he's already posted it up onto Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or some other source of media, then it's fine if he posts it as news. But it's like, if it's a YouTube personal thing like DMs, and then those DMs get sent to someone, like say if Pyro and PewDiePie was having an argument, right?
yeah,
And Pyro was so pissed off, he sent his screenshots of his DMs to Keemstar, and then Keemstar made a video about it. That's breaching privacy. Of course, PewDiePie will never mark him down as breaching privacy. It's sort of like this will give PewDiePie some more, people who are sub to him, more exposure. So I feel as if, but like, say if they did get an argument and there was some personal stuff in there, PewDiePie be pretty pissed off, and that's sort of like, without both of their permissions to post the DMs, that's sort of what he's been doing though. He's only been doing one-sided DM posts. So I feel like with the whole thing, it's like he should only do news if he has 100% permission over it. Like, there's been times when he's done news and he hasn't had permission to post some of those because those are personal things he puts up. Like, a lot of times there's, actual problems that people gotta figure out, and they haven't given permission to use it, but it's like some leaked shit on the internet, and instantly it's like, okay, I'm reporting this without all the facts.
true. Hold on. Yeah, I think breaching of privacy it shouldn't be allowed. I'm pretty sure that's illegal in some states, if not all. Um,
Yeah, I don't know about America, but all of Australia, that's not allowed, that's off game.
People, it's like doxing. You just don't do it. Like people should have the right to their own privacy in their own home, in their own like state, like a
Yeah.
safe space. Ooh God, I don't like that word. Safe space.
No, that feels like a white girl thing to say.
You probably triggered like 50 people with that, but
Half of your community just gets triggered.
like 10 people. Yeah. Do you think Gamma Labs made a good decision on having him sponsor them on his channel?
Well, like majority of his demographic is kids.
True.
Like it's not even adults.
Yeah.
Most of them are kids, and we know this from 1 second. Oh, it's like itchy nose. But yeah, no, we know they're kids because if he ever goes out and does like fan meetups, you know, and he takes selfies for Twitter or like Twitter followers upload selfies, a lot of them are really young in age. Like there's a lot of males who are, you know, between the ages of 6 and 12, just by first looks, which, you know, sort of is a little bit of a worry, but it's like, yeah, with his demographic as small as it is with age, you know, purchasing stuff like Gamma and G Fuel and shit like that is very unlikely. So I think using him would not be a good idea, but possibly using the people inside of like he's doing drama based on these, so stuff like PewDiePie and Pyro and etc. etc. They would be good, you know, targets because probably not PewDiePie, but probably Pyro. I know yeah, some of the older generations sort of watching his content. PewDiePie's still pretty young generation, but definitely not Keemstar. I feel like that was a little bit of an off game because, yeah, like I said, it's just like he's got such a young demographic. No one will really be buying it with his code.
Do you think that I can't really describe what I'm thinking right now because it's do you think Keemstar is a pedo?
Well, like we were talking about earlier with the underage chick who was doing the dance on his live stream. I'm not 100%. If he was unknowingly allowing this, I believe there's a chance that he was actually, you know, he was knowingly, you know, letting this person strip on the live stream, and it was, you know, and he knew she was underage, because, you know, he didn't really say any sort of way of proving it. Like his DMs weren't, yeah, they were, you know, par at best, and they weren't really they weren't going to be that good for proving his innocence. But I do feel like there's a chance that, you know, we may have a little pedo, you know, Keemstar running around. Yeah.
So you think maybe possibly there is.
Yeah, there's a possibility. Like it's not certain, but there's a possibility that there is.
I think it's highly unlikely. He doesn't seem like the type of
Yeah.
person to do that.
I mean, he's
Now,
done some really weird shit in the past.
I'm not saying he's okay. He would be indirectly pedo if anything. Like less likely. He's not. I don't think he's a likely pedo. And if he is, it's unknowing. Like an unknowing pedo that he doesn't know, like with the age group or anything. But you gotta be careful with people
Yeah.
like that because you have girls running around that look like they're like 14 or 15, but they look like 18 or 19 because of like the way they dress and how much growth. See, I could say shit like that
Like, see,
because like 17, you know, still underage, kind of. Yeah.
well, I definitely I'm not underage anymore,
Yeah.
so I gotta be careful. Australian laws underage is anything under the age of 18. I'm not 18, so I can't really speak for that case. But it is definitely a lot more shown that girls are a lot more conservative in the older ages. So
Yeah.
Keemstar, like, he should have noticed instantly by the way she dressed. Less clothing tends to be younger age, more clothing, you know, not such a younger age. And you know, you shouldn't really be like basing your because now his image is based off the idea that he likes younger women. He's it's a little bit dirty. He's sort of using his platform in a way that it shouldn't be used, and it's probably not helping his image. That for having people like that, strip tease on his actual channel, it's probably he's defamating his own channel and his brand, which is probably the biggest thing for a YouTuber, is defamation of their brand. It's the thing that most YouTubers sue other YouTubers with. It's usually a sue or defamation, or sometimes they get a little bit creative with it. They chuck defamation and then they chuck, say, acts of pedophilia and such things like that. But I do feel Keem's image has been defamated because of his stuff, just like this girl, and he's probably gonna have to work on that. So he's gonna make himself basically look way less pedo than he is. If he is at all pedo, he's gotta really not show it, because it is probably more difficult for him by the day of keeping his channel afloat.
And it doesn't help that there's not much news topics to talk about, because the drama is, like you said before, dying down.
Yeah.
Even though he
Now,
is defamating, he is suffering from defamation and stuff, or he's making other people yeah.
Yeah, it's really a big case of if you believe in karma.
He still is.
Yeah, he's defamating.
He still is a big success.
But
even
how
so.
long until the news starts to wear off? Because it's even his channel, it is repetitive. Went really low at one point, then it boosted again at one point. I don't remember what news he was doing at that time to boost his sub count, but it was definitely a little bit weird, and then it dropped again. So he's been sort of spiking on Social Blade, besides that, what track your current YouTube success and your previous, and so should also show you your future. And he's been a little bit on the up and down with that. He hasn't been too good lately. It's been a bit of a worry for him, but it does seem like his channel is starting to slowly die again, and I don't know how much longer he's got until if everything finally catches up with him, and he's just not gonna really be as good as he used to be. Already his content's far from what it used to be. At one point it was actually okay. I could sit down, maybe watch an episode or two before I had turned off. But now it's I try to avoid the actual videos because I'm not a massive fan of his content anymore. And can't be the only one that's thinking that. And you can see it through Social Blade. He's honestly not doing that well.
Is it more of through what he's done, or is it through his repetitive content, or both?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's his constant, his content hasn't been as good. He's been doing the same stuff, and then because he's doing the same stuff, every time he tries to change it, his content changes. And honestly, I fear that it's not for the better, because so far his content's gotten in more trouble than it has any good, and I believe that's how his channel itself is going. The channel itself is sort of leading him to more trouble than how much he would really like, and because of that, just because of the content he's making, because he's trying to fix up the repetitiveness that he's creating. So it's originally it was content about PewDiePie, and because he's continuing about content about PewDiePie, it's I don't really want to watch this anymore. And that's a lot of his viewers don't really want to watch constant only PewDiePie. So then he starts bringing in other people. His content itself sort of gets a little bit worse and worse. It's like an onion. It's it just keeps tearing back layers. Eventually you're gonna get to a point where there's no more layers to tear back, and he's just gonna be left with a dead channel.
Do you think part of his success is also like the way Donald Trump did? Like he got like free publicity by saying some off the wall stuff?
If you're referencing the Alex is a stupid nigger, I believe that was his first boost. Saying stuff like that did cause him to sort of get a little bit more fame. It wasn't really a big thing though at first when he said that, but it made his channel really blow up. And future times when people like Leafy, for example, started posting stuff about it. Um, Leafy takes pride in the idea that he uploads stuff that he believes is cancer, quote unquote, and I believe that because Keem is like the way he's been publicizing himself and his brand, it has caused sort of like I don't want to say defamation to himself, but it's sort of given him a boost, which is a shame that saying shitty things can give a YouTuber a big boost. Like right now, I can just start saying how Hitler was right, the Jews should be dead, and I get lots of my sub count would just boost up for a little bit, but then it'd be like, oh, it's died down, and I'm gonna have to start making actual content now. And I don't believe a channel should ever be based off hate or any sort of defamation to begin with, because it really does sort of fuck over your channel in the future, because that's your first content is what they should expect from your channel. And a headed video ruining someone's brand can sort of fuck you over, because if you do that for too long, then YouTube starts getting a bit pissed off and then your channel gets taken down. But if you stop doing it, then your subs are just going to start going down. They're not going to like your content as much, and it's just not going to be as good for you. So either way, it's really a loss for making a channel based off defamation. Like, it's going to happen eventually that his channel has to die. It's just so he can move on, make a new channel based off like whatever works at that time.
Yeah.
Because that's really all he's got left, is just a little bit of juice left to get him through this rest of this new stuff. I recommend maybe you should start a second channel now, promote it, and say that there won't be any sort of like, this isn't a news channel, this is a blah 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 channel. If you guys still want to watch news, you can watch it on Drama Alert. Not tell them that the channel's probably going to die soon, but tell them, if you guys want to watch this, go to my new channel. So it's like, okay, if he gets subs to his new channel and his Drama Alert channel dies, at least then he's got a head start on his new channel. So if he ever gets talked about again, it's fine. Like, he can just get a boost again in his subs, and he basically would be back where he was, but at least this time he'll have more content. It's like Prestige in COD. Like, he's got to a point now where he's ready to Prestige. He's just on, just starting another channel, because his channel's dying, and if he uses it now, if he does it now, he'll be in the position where he can, probably catch back up to where his subs were, and then start doing something new, and probably get a whole brand new brand of subs as well.
Yeah.
So I think that will honestly be way better for him if he just started fresh.
So are you giving him channel advice in this podcast, like what he should do?
Yeah, I think that's what he should be doing. He should be trying to make a new channel, because the channel he's at the moment, that that brand's defamated. It's not that well used anymore. It's sort of just being cancer. I don't want to use that terminology, but basing it off previous YouTubers and even their thoughts and processes on it. That
Go.
yeah, like I said, I just think he should just start a new channel. He'll be set up then, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's just he needs to start a new channel, because where he is at the moment isn't that good.
Do you think his content is worse or like clickbait?
I do personally think it's a bit clickbaity. It usually has pictures of, say, PewDiePie, or I keep saying PewDiePie. That's just because that's a usually on this channel. But yeah, it usually has big YouTubers, and it's sort of giving him a little bit more of a content, viewer-based boost, because that's what he's basing it off. He's basing it off YouTubers, and his images are usually split into three parts, of three different stories, and he doesn't do them in that order. So it sort of makes you stay around. So it's sort of like a cheating way of doing it. It's very well used. Scarce does the same thing, but yeah, I feel like there's some slight clickbait going on, but at the same time, it's sort of showing the content or what's on that thumbnail. So um, a bit of both. It's a bit of clickbait, a bit of right stuff. It works.
Yeah. We may have to do another episode on Keemstar later. I mean, way later on, because like he may change or something,
Uh,
and or threaten to sue. Because I mean, don't sue me, man. Don't sue me. I have nothing against you. You do your thing. Success is success. It may be a dick way to make success, but don't sue me, man. Don't sue me.
Please don't sue us.
Don't sue us. Don't sue us, Daddy, please. Alright, well, if you got to this part, like this far in the video, leave a like. Tell us what
It's
you...
fucking bravo.
Yeah,
Through fucking
30,
20 minutes of us talking shit.
36 and 30 seconds of Keemstar talk.
Fucking hell,
You
man.
went off. You went off. Like, your tangents, like, Jesus. This is what I need in my podcast. Like, this is exactly what I need.
Well, I believe that we should be able to talk about society's thoughts on content, and this is probably a good way of doing it.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of shit in the world that's happening. A lot of it's stupid. A lot of it's wrong.
Yeah.
I think our next topic may have to be controversial, maybe, or we could talk about like a certain game, like Call of Duty, like how it didn't listen to it. But I don't know. I don't know if I can make a 30-minute video.
We've got plenty of shit to talk about. I can.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, post, comment, rate, subscribe. Go check out the O4 project if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.